I understand that exam season is approaching. So I've decided to make a video explaining the strategy that I used to get good grades. Now I'll put the grades I got on the screen. I split this video into 2 halves, okay? The first half is the strategy that you should use to revise for STEM subjects. And the second half is advice pertaining to the essay-based subjects, because the strategy that you should use is slightly different regarding the 2 categories. So without further ado, this is my GCSE advice video. No, don't pause it. Did you pause it?
No. No. Okay.
Because it's supposed to be continuous.
Yeah.
Continuous. Yes. Come, Peter, what are you doing?
I just decided to like segue it away. No, while you were putting your stuff in.
Okay, for STEM subjects, I like to condense the advice that I'm giving into 3 words. You need to, the content is the first one. And the second one is consistency. The third one is confidence. Yes, let's start with the subject I found the hardest in the STEM subjects, maths. The content, there's barely any content. So that shouldn't be an issue. Unless you have a very bad teacher, the content shouldn't be an issue. I'm gonna assume you're doing higher tier, because for foundation I don't know what to say to you, like, because I didn't do that. So I don't have
the same.
Huh?
Isn't it just the same?
It's not the same. There's different, like, they do like shapes and stuff, like how many sides does a hexagon have and all of that. So if you do foundation, I don't know what to say for advice, because I didn't do it. But to get a 9 in maths, it's the same. Those other 2 are most important. Confidence and consistency. You need to be doing maths every single day. You understand? This is why I use Corbett Maths 5 a day. All you do, you go on the website, you choose for the date that corresponds to the current day. There is one for every single day of the year. This should take you less than half an hour. And it's just things like that. If you can't give up half an hour every day for this subject that you want to get a 9 in, then I don't know what to say to you. You understand? These are the sort of things that the more you do it, it will just become natural to you. You understand? You see, say at the same time every day. You think people are lying when they say you should do it at the same time every day. The reason they say it is so that it feels as natural. It feels natural. As soon as it feels natural, you're set. You will get that top grade. You understand? It should be, for me, it would be I wake up, brush my teeth, do everything, then I revise as if it's part of the routine. Yes, routine is also good, but I want to talk about, come. Now for triple science, I did triple science. If you do combined, I think the main principles will still apply. You understand? Oh, biology, chemistry, physics. And for context, I did AQA for all 3. So this is what you're gonna do, right? I hate to break it to you, but from this point forward, you need to be doing the worst topics from the worst subjects. For me, I actually in high school, I would actually despise physics. I actually hated it. All the topics, I just didn't like it. But guess what I was revising the most? Physics, exactly. Because if you do the subjects that you like, you see, that's not gonna, it feels rewarding whilst you do it. It's not gonna reward you on results day. Come. So first, the content. How are you going to understand the content? So this is what you're gonna do. For every science, you're going to watch every single free science lessons video that there is for your example. It's more, I think he does AQA the most. But listen, if you don't like free science lessons, some people say that he's boring, but that guy's so legendary. You can watch Cognito. They're practically the same. Watch every single video for the topics that you don't understand. So then that's the first C completed. You understand the content now. Okay?
This is the wrong way.
It's not the wrong way.
We went that way.
Now, assuming that you understand the content, what you're going to do next is the next one, which is called consistency. You're going to do past paper questions, not every day like maths. I found maths, maths was my struggle subject, so I had to do that every day. For science, I'm going to say you don't have to do it every day. This is what you're going to do. You're going to do one past paper for each subject every week. One thing I also say for your GCSEs, you cannot prioritize paper 1 over paper 2 during the exam season itself. Oh, I know a girl, right? So basically, she wanted, I don't know why I'm smiling because it's actually not funny. She wanted to be a doctor, right? So basically, this is what happened. She ended up getting a 5 in biology, and obviously you need a 6 or a 7 to do it for A level. So then the college that she applied to, they said no, you can't do biology. You know why she got 5? Because she got a grade 8 in paper 1 and a grade 3. She failed paper 2. Do you understand? This is what happened when you don't prioritize both papers equally. And now she can't even do biology, and that's just peak. I told her reset biology. She said no, she's just doing different. She's doing chemistry, psychology, and maths now, which this could have all been avoided. This was an entirely preventable situation. Do not make a revision timetable.
I have a revision timetable.
Do not make a revision timetable, okay? Make a revision prospectus. I will show you. I will insert a picture of what I mean. Not all topics are created equally. I'm going to insert like a picture of what I mean. An example. For physics paper 2, 50% of the paper is forces. And I'm telling you, any past paper you do, most of them, 50% of the questions are forces. So why would you revise space physics for more time than you're revising forces? That doesn't make any sense. The same for magnetism. Magnetism is the most difficult topic by far. Do you understand? But I wouldn't even be too Why are you laughing? I wouldn't be too fixated upon, oh, I need to do magnetism. If time is not on your side, which it probably isn't at this point, if time is not on your side, then you choose the most copious topics. And what do I mean by copious topics? The ones that will give you the most marks. That's all I have to say for STEM subjects. It's literally just consistent practice.
Good.
Now I'll talk about SE subjects. There's 3 points. You need to understand how to write an essay. So you need to do practice essays. You need to read a lot of books. And you need to understand that less is more. You need to be very concise. Okay. Let me start with the part where I said less is more. Okay. In my actual exam, I wrote 2 pages for each essay. I'll put it in the description. And then you can read it. Some of those essays got 4 marks. Because you don't need to waffle. Don't waste the examiner's time. Okay, with these essay subjects, some of you are struggling because you keep running out of time. You see, the way that you actually stop running out of time, stop writing things that you don't need to be saying, stop repeating yourself. This is the thing, practicing time conditions. But what you should do before that is write practice essays, give it to your teacher, they'll mark it, they'll give it back to you and tell you, you see, how to improve it, how to get to a grade 9 level. And then by that time, it's just under time conditions. Can you produce the same piece of work in time conditions? If you're struggling with time, give yourself half the time. If your exam is 1 hour, give yourself 30 minutes. Hey. Yes. Okay, proceed. Aye. As I was saying, I swear that the specification for AQA, if you do AQA English, they literally said in their specification they value when students are being succinct. My second point is, I already said write practice essays. You see, for me, I was doing one practice essay every week, and I give it to my teacher. He marks it, and he gives it back to me. Now, this ice cream is melting, fam.
What are you talking?
Huh? Huh?
There's a call.
Hey, come. We're about to go through this depression. So essentially, what was I talking? Oh, I was talking about how, yeah, you give it to your teacher. They'll mark it. Like, be honest. If you have a good teacher, they're not gonna say no. So obviously, just write a practice essay. Make sure it's your best. Like, genuinely try your best in the essay. Give it to them and tell them to be harsh, because it's not really gonna be beneficial if they start hyping it up when it's not even good. Because then you're gonna be like too confident for the exam. So they're gonna tell you, they're gonna be extra critical, because you should ask them to do that. Okay? Now, I already said do one practice essay per subject per week. You see, I'm talking about geography, RE, English. I was doing practice essays for all of them every week. Alright, let me talk about reading books. Alright, let me talk to you about reading books, okay? For these essay subjects, it's actually less about what you're actually saying. It's more about the way that you sound, okay? You see, two students can say the exact same thing, but because one is using vocabulary of a higher caliber than the other one of them will get a higher grade. You understand? I don't make the rules. Those are just the rules. Come on. And when I said less is more, okay? Do not abuse the advice I'm giving you. Do not use this as an excuse to be like lacking detail in your essay. Anyway, as I was saying, I remember I was tutoring these two kids, right? I said they should write an essay for English literature. I told them less is more. You don't have to fill up the whole page, all of the pages that I gave them. And they gave it back to me, and it was just lacking detail. Then I realized when I say less is more, I don't mean lack detail. You see, this revision season is only what you make it. If you believe in yourself, anything that you want to happen will come into fruition. The grind never stops. You see, students, they ask me, how do I balance my hobbies with revision and all of this stuff? Like, yo, let me tell you one thing. It's actually simple. It's as simple as this. When revision starts, your hobbies stop. And then when revision is over, exam season is over, your hobbies continue. It's that simple. Don't make it overcomplicated. Make sacrifices. Show up for yourself. No one else will. Okay? You think people who get good GCSEs are smarter than you? No, they're not. I'm not smarter than you. I'm not better than you. Understand that. And once you understand that, it's literally anything is attainable. The sky is the limit. The grind never stops. Thank you for watching this video. Also, I'd like to thank my brother Peter, for filming the first half of the video. My friend Macbeth for filming the second half. Yes, thank you very much. No, King, yes, goodbye.